This weekend's deaths of 3 food relief workers in Sudan underscores the importance of the new role played by Cindy McCain. She's the head of the United Nations World Food Program. And as she tells our Seth Doane, with world hunger on the rise, money matters.
You're fighting hunger, you're managing people.
23,000.
23,000. But a big part of your role is fundraiser in chief.
I've only been on the job 24 hours, but I know I'll spend a good portion of my time fundraising and making sure that we have the means to be able to do what we need to do. Hi guys, how are you?
She may still be learning her way around the building.
This is Seth, who's with us today from CBS.
This is the new boss.
But Cindy McCain needs no introduction to the mission and potential of the agency she now runs. Earlier this month, on her second day on the job, we met McCain at the Rome headquarters of the World Food Program, or WFP.
When I was a young aid worker on the ground, WFP was up here. This is the organization. Look at the work they do. They're so incredible.
They are more than 20,000 people working in 123 countries with the ambitious and increasingly challenging goal of ending world hunger. But WFP tells us currently they have a quarter of the funds they need, a $17 billion gap, which is causing cutbacks.
What prepares you for those sorts of decisions, to decide who can eat, who can't eat?
I know. I don't know yet because I haven't had to make a decision like that. I know they're coming. I know that's coming.
WFP delivered food assistance to 158 million people last year, but says nearly 350 million people need it. An unprecedented food crisis, they say, worsened by COVID, supply chains, cost, and conflict. Ukraine once produced about half of the WFP's wheat supply. The United States is WFP's biggest donor, contributing more than $7 billion last year. China, by comparison, is number 44 on the donor list, giving just about $12 million.
Will you go after China to donate more?
I don't know if go after is the right word, but I certainly will be engaged with China, as well as the Middle East and some other parts of South America as well.
McCain also aims to raise corporate funding. She's dedicated much of her life to humanitarian work, and over the last year and a half has been traveling with WFP in her role as the U.S. ambassador to the UN agencies in Rome.
You've been critical of Russia in the past in your role as ambassador.
As ambassador, yes. The world remains in the shadow of Russia's continued unprovoked and horrific war against Ukraine.
Now you work for the United Nations, which includes all countries.
Right.
Russia's on the Security Council.
Right.
Do you regret what you said?
No, I was representing the United States of America. And as you know, WFP is non-political. Our goal is to feed people.
Is that tough to shed your political side?
Well, everybody's got their own personal views. So I won't say that it's tough to shed it. I keep it in its right silo over here.
McCain has not kept her political views siloed in the past.
Oh, it's great to see you. Thank you. It's great to see you.
Nor did her husband, John McCain, the longtime U.S. Senator from Arizona and Republican presidential nominee. She was outspoken when she endorsed President Biden in 2020 over former President Trump, but reflecting her new role, avoided commenting on Trump's arraignment.
It's the justice system at work. I don't know what else to say.
This is a more diplomatic Cindy McCain than I've heard in the past.
My kids would get a kick out of it.
A lifelong Republican, she's also good friends with the Bidens, who introduced her to John McCain.
Is there any advice or counsel that your late husband, Senator McCain, gave you that
A lot.
is something that still sticks with you today, something that you think about?
Do the right thing. He was always about doing the right thing.
How much have you thought about him in taking on this role?
All the time. He's with me at every moment.
What do you think about?
What he would say, what he would think of all this. I know exactly what he would say and what he would think of it. And also, I think he'd be proud. At least I hope he would.
I can see the emotion in your eyes.
We miss him.
At WFP headquarters, there's a map of flashing lights marking places where food is scarce.
The ones up here that we should be concerned about are these right here, because that's Haiti.
It's as seemingly insurmountable to-do list.
What made you decide to do this? This is a challenging job. It's potentially thankless. People will still be hungry.
Yeah.
Why not stay home and worry about less challenging things?
Well, that's what my kids were asking me before I left.
You don't need the work.
No, but I want the work.
It's work and fundraising to give food and hope to the world's hungriest.
Who's next?